Hi, my name is Robin, and this is Robin's Song. Today I'm discussing new lifetimes. I just turned 70, and my life is changing. It is, I believe, changing for the better. In some ways, I'm easing into a new life. In other ways, I'm walking through doorways into an unknown future. The next chapter, my new lifetime. As a widow, I was forced to step through doors to an unknown future. Once I got my bearings and I rested for a while, I began to move forward again into a new life. Much like a train leaving a train station after a stop. Slowly at first, just enough time for you to find your seat and get comfortable for the ride. After I tore my Achilles tendon and was on a knee scooter for a couple of months, I realized something. Those who loved and cared about me reached out. They offered food, rides to the doctor, help with cleaning, but they couldn't be there all the time. It was ridiculous to think that they should. If you have children, there's a good chance that if you need them, they will try to be there. But they have their own lives, and it is, I don't want to say an extra burden, but it is. You just need to realize how much they will have to give in order to give you what you think you need. For myself, I realized that they were not going to come and save me. Now that I am up and walking and doing for myself, I realized that I need to make some decisions for my future, whether it be a short future or a long future. I could be gone tomorrow and I could live another 25 years. That would make me 95. And there are a lot of people out there that age. So I need to decide what's going to be best for me and where I want to end up, basically. And I'm going to make good my promise to myself to whatever time in the future, I will be where I choose to be. Now again, there are those of us who cannot make those kinds of decisions, but there are many of us who can and are fortunate enough to be able to do it. And we should do it. Don't wait. So, I'm working on a 6-month plan. The beginning includes minimalizing. I'm not a minimalist, but I am paring down a lot of stuff, a lot of my mother's things that I brought with me. And there's just so much stuff that truly your kids do not want. And if you think about it, you're not using it. You're not enjoying it. You've just got it there because you are the caretaker. But remember, it's what we're doing is making it so we don't have to be taken care of. And why should we take care of stuff? So it's time to let a lot of things go, to give a lot away that can be loved by someone else. That is rather important to me. But it's hard. I was born and raised in California. I love it here. You can go to the ocean. You can go to the redwoods. You can go to San Francisco. You can go to Disneyland. You can go to the snow in the winter. You can go to the lakes and fish. There's whatever you like, you can do here. It is also becoming very, very expensive, probably because it's such a wonderful place. And as a senior, it's getting harder and harder to know that my future is secure because of all the pricing of everything. So I'm looking to move. I'm looking to sell my lovely place that I love. I love my neighbors. I love this community. But it's time to let it go and to take the money and invest a good amount of it. I own my place outright, so anything I get it for is my money. Well, plus the IRS, I'm sure will get their part. But my point being that I get enough each month, and I will have that in the savings as a cushion, and I can look for a place that is not California, but what the heck, I'm going to on an adventure anyway. It's a new lifetime. Let's find a new place to do that in. Now you might say, are you crazy, woman? But really, I'm 70 and I'm just now thinking of doing this. So on one hand, am I crazy for doing this at age 70? Or am I finally able to do what I think that I've always in my heart wanted to do? Both of my husbands, whom I love very much, were hermits, and they loved being home, and we just didn't go and we didn't do. And I did not regret that. I love them very much and loved spending time with them. But I think there was always something in me that wished for more, wished for something different. So I'm going to try it and see what happens. So I'm downsizing, and then I'm selling. And then I'm going to travel. I'm going to buy a vehicle for traveling. I have a really good car, but I have a friend who could really use my car, and it makes me happy to be able to help her into her new life that she has worked so hard to get to. And the car would be a godsend for her. That car will go another 200,000 miles if taken care of, and she does take care of her vehicles. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to get myself a late model, but not brand new. I mean, that's kind of ridiculous to spend that kind of money. But something really, really good. I've been looking at different types of vehicles, and I have my 15-year-old Pomeranian. I don't know how much longer I'll have him. So I'm going to pack him up, pack some stuff up, pack all of my things that I do want to keep and eventually move to my new place, wherever it will be. And we're going to go across country from California to the East Coast, down south, up and around, and back again. And by then I'll have a pretty good idea of where I'd like to be. I have relatives and friends all dotted across the country whom I would love to see. And at age 70, I think it's a good idea to see them all one more time. I may see them again, and I may not. So this way I will have no regrets. That's a big part of my old lifetime, is never wanting regrets. I can't think of anything worse at the end of my life. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to keep my blog up, and I'm hoping that you come along with me on my journey. But right now you'll be on my journey with me, going on my journey, getting ready for my journey. So, but eventually I'll be on the journey traveling, and I think that we'll have fun, that you'll have fun, I'll have fun sharing with you, and we'll see what exciting things life teaches us along the way. just so you know, I'm not one of those people who is going to have my in-car camping gear and stay in Walmart parking lots. And I think it's great that these young kids and some older people and some who have no choice too are doing that type of thing. It's quite an adventure, but that's an adventure I really don't need. So I'm going to be staying at Best Western motels for the most part. I can get free rooms eventually as I travel, and most of them accept dogs. I'll just look for ones that accept little dogs. I'm a very good dog owner, so they won't be unhappy with me. So Best Western, across the states and back again. That is in the future part of my new lifetime. We're looking, and probably in about 3 months for that part. And the weather will start getting better. It'll be spring. I think that's a good time to travel. There are also medical issues. Not that I'm having medical issues, but at my age, there are things to take care of. There's vision, there's dental, there's my general medical. There are a couple of procedures I electively should have. So I'm going to take care of all that before I take care of running off into the who knows where. I'm a little smarter than that. And who knows? I may take off for Timbuktu and decide I don't like it and turn around and come back. But I don't think so. You know, life forces us into new lifetimes. Why not make the best of it? Why not do things you want to do? Why not enjoy? It's time to enjoy life. If you're 70 years old and you haven't enjoyed it yet, it doesn't mean you have to take off and go somewhere that you don't know where you're going. It means that you can choose to enjoy the ride as you're being taken along in that train, and know that you can get off and check things out and then get back on, and you have the power to do these things. And they may not be big giant things, but they will be big and giant to you because you're doing them, you're choosing to do them, and you're gonna have fun. Hope to see you next time.